Here are the crypto top headlines covered in this video. SEC versus Binance. Court rules BNB sales cryptocurrencies, not securities. Also, German government transfers another $52 million in Bitcoin, threatening more BTC selling pressure. Plus, judge signs off on expedited schedule for Consensys suit against SEC. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there's no clickbait thumbnails or titles, and no speeches on my opinions, just bringing crypto's news to you. We have a quick request that doesn't cost you anything in order to help. Help us grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers by September, which would be our channel's 1-year anniversary. All we ask is that you click on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell. By clicking on these, it does help grow the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our first top headline, SEC versus Binance. Court rules BNB sales cryptocurrencies, not securities. In a major win for the crypto industry, a federal court ruled that cryptocurrency tokens themselves are not securities. Cryptocurrencies and secondary sales of the BNB token do not constitute securities. A United States federal court ruled in another significant victory for the crypto industry. Cryptocurrencies and secondary sales of BNB do not constitute securities offerings, according to Judge Amy Berman Jackson of the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. In a significant win for Binance.US, the judge dismissed several claims made by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, according to a July 2nd announcement by Binance. The court held that the SEC failed to plead that purchasers in secondary market sales acquired BNB with an expectation of profits rather than for other uses, which is a key criterion for passing the Howey test, a legal framework outlined by the Supreme Court to determine whether a transaction qualifies as an investment contract. The SEC started cracking down on crypto exchanges after the collapse of FTX to avoid a similar meltdown. However, the regulator's approach has been widely criticized for potentially stifling innovation. The ruling could have positive implications for other ongoing legal battles, such the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Cryptocurrencies are not securities. In a major win for the crypto industry, Judge Jackson ruled that cryptocurrency tokens themselves are not securities. According to the ruling, this means that cryptocurrencies are not investment contracts that fall under the purview of the SEC, according to the announcement. The court found that the SEC's approach muddied the issues and ignored controlling United States Supreme Court precedent. The court also emphasized that the focus should be on whether the circumstances surrounding each transaction render it a securities transaction. The judge further ruled that the focus should be on the circumstances of each token sale, not the cryptocurrencies themselves, which are not considered securities. The ruling comes as a sign of relief for investors. The SEC previously said that 68 cryptocurrencies are securities and added BNB to the list, along with 9 other cryptocurrencies, in June 2023 during its lawsuit against Binance and Coinbase. SEC versus Binance. In June 2023, the SEC sued Binance and Coinbase for alleged securities violations. In the lawsuit against Binance, the SEC alleged that the company and its founder, Changpeng Zhao, had misappropriated billions of user funds. Despite no evidence of misappropriation, Binance was charged with violating anti-money laundering laws and settled to pay a $4.3 billion fine, one of the largest criminal fines in history. The next court hearing for Binance versus SEC case is scheduled for July 9th. The U.S. wing of the world's largest exchange has expressed readiness for an extended period of legal discovery, it said in a June 2nd X post. On Friday, the court decided that the SEC's case against Binance.US will continue. We were prepared for this and look forward to having this case move forward in the judicial process. Let me pause here for a moment If you're getting value out of this video, please click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Our next top headline: German government transfers another $52 million in Bitcoin, threatening more BTC selling pressure. Repeated Bitcoin transfers to centralized exchanges suggest the government plans to sell its $2.75 billion in BTC holdings. A German government, BKA, labeled cryptocurrency wallet has sold another $52 million worth of Bitcoin, sparking suspicions that the government is selling its vast BTC holdings. The wallet associated with the German government transferred 832.7 Bitcoin in 4 individual transactions on July 2nd. The wallet sent 100 BTC to Coinbase, 150 BTC to Bitstamp, and 32.74 BTC to Kraken, according to Arkham intelligence data. The lion's share, or 550 BTC worth over $32 million, was sent to the wallet 193PO, which remains unknown but has previously received funds from the German government, including 500 BTC on June 25th and 800 BTC on June 20th. Tracking the selling patterns of large Bitcoin holding entities can give investors valuable cues about the Bitcoin price, since large sell orders can create more downward price pressure. German government could introduce more Bitcoin selling pressure. The BKA labeled wallet, which holds over 43,850 BTC worth over $2.75 billion, could threaten Bitcoin's price due to more potential selling pressure. The Bitcoin price has been in a downward trend since the beginning of June, falling over 7.3% during the past month. BTC found a local bottom above the $58,450 mark on June 24th before bouncing back above the current $62,000 mark, according to Bitstamp data. Bitcoin has amassed significant support at the $61,500 mark. However, a move below it would liquidate over $1 billion worth of cumulative leveraged long positions across all exchanges, according to CoinGlass data. Is the German government actively selling BTC? Besides the largest transfer worth $32 million, the rest of the Bitcoin was transferred to centralized exchanges, which signals that Germany's government is potentially looking to sell its Bitcoin. Cointelegraph has approached Germany's Federal Criminal Police Office, or BKA, for comment. The German government labeled wallet first sparked suspicions of potential Bitcoin selling on June 19th when it executed a 6,500 BTC transfer worth over $425 million. Before the transfer, the wallet held nearly 50,000 BTC since February 2024. The funds are believed to have been seized from the pirate movie website operator Movie2K. Our next top headline: Judge signs off on expedited schedule for Consensys suit against SEC. While Judge Reed O'Connor granted the SEC an extension to respond to Consensys lawsuit, he also approved a timeline for considering the case's merits proposed by the firm. A federal judge overseeing software firm Consensys lawsuit against the United States Securities and Exchange Commission and its commissioners has green-lighted a timeline for the court to consider the case's merits. In a July 1st filing in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas, Judge Reed O'Connor granted a motion requiring SEC and Consensys lawyers to file opening and opposition briefs by September and November, respectively. The judge also granted the SEC a 28-day extension to respond to the complaint. As part of Judge O'Connor's timeline, all 5 SEC commissioners and the regulator will need to file answers by July 29th, with reply briefs filed by November 26th. Bill Hughes, Consensys Senior Counsel and Director of Global Regulatory Matters, said in a July 2nd X post that he expected a ruling on the case to happen around December. Consensys filed its lawsuit against the SEC in April, alleging the regulator had orchestrated a campaign to seize control over the future of cryptocurrency with enforcement actions aimed at regulating Ether as a security. Consensys reported in June that the Commission had dropped its investigation into ETH. However, the SEC filed its own lawsuit days later, alleging the software firm had been operating as an unregistered broker. Many legal experts in the crypto space have been monitoring the civil case for its potential ramifications on the SEC's authority. The Commission has several pending lawsuits against crypto firms including Coinbase, Binance, and Ripple. Commissioner Mark Ueda, also named in the Consensys lawsuit, called the SEC's approach to crypto problematic in a July 1st statement unrelated to the case. The SEC and Consensys lawsuits were filed before the U.S. Supreme Court released two opinions that could impact how the Commission handles enforcement cases. One opinion held that defendants in SEC civil cases concerning securities fraud were entitled to a jury trial. Another would require courts to determine whether a federal agency like the SEC acted within its statutory authority. So this concludes Crypto Top Headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.